Research has shown that students who further their education beyond high school potentially earn more in their working lifetime than students who drop out of high school or end their education simply with a high school diploma. Often the difference between lifelong success and failure is having a plan of action in place in order to achieve one's goals. Our career, technical, and agricultural education programs are designed to prepare you to further your education after high school, guiding you to be more competitive in today's global marketplace while increasing the potential for future success.
In our class, a lot of our students, they like to work hands-on. They like working on projects in the greenhouse or some landscape projects that we're working on.
I've been involved in ag ever since I was 3 years old. I owned 4 horses, worked on dairy farms, run hay. I've always been on a farm, so something that intrigued me.
My grandfather, he had a beef farm, and he died before I was born, and they sold the farm, so I wanted to learn what my dad knows and some of my cousins know and be able to experience what they did.
Some of the freshmen I get, they might not be that interested when they come in that first year, but then when they explore a little bit, they say, well, hey, that was pretty good. I enjoyed being outside. I enjoyed working in the greenhouse.
We've learned how to do a lot when you have bug problems with plants and, just daily life also, scenarios also.
A lot of different programs, and it's pretty much would be the interest of anybody. If you enjoy nursing or cooking or working in horticulture, we have many opportunities that way.
We have all kinds of students that sign up, usually from a variety of different backgrounds, whether it's broadcast video or graphic communications. Usually those with an arts background or a computer background usually sign up, those that are interested in that.
When I was in my 8th grade year, it was on the class sign-up sheet, and I was interested in going into graphic communications, so I signed up for it.
I've always wanted to make videos and do that kind of thing. It always has really interested me.
There are lots of different people in this school who want to go do different things with their lives, and having to work with the people who actually want to do it has showed me that there's other things out there besides just vet science or being a doctor or something.
It has showed me how to work well with others. It's shown that I actually really do like making videos and editing and producing a show for people to watch, creating something.
When they leave here, they're learning a trade. They are learning something they can actually physically use once they graduate from high school, and it certainly looks good on a college resume, so we encourage all of our kids to take CTAE courses.
CTAE is so important because they are learning their life skills. It's where they take what they learn in their academic classes and they can apply them in our classes.
I think that knowing more about computers and how they work would be beneficial no matter what career I decide to go into.
I mean, we use math, we use science, economics, English, and they apply these to their future careers, to their life. I mean, in my class, it's a lot of life skills that they're going to need, no matter what they do.
It teaches you a lot of the basics that you need to know just to live an everyday life, since so many things are businesses, from doctors' offices to the stores you shop at. So it teaches you the basics of the forms of businesses, so you can understand that, your liability when it comes to those kind of things. Just stuff as basic as like banking and writing a check.
Students we normally get are students that want to develop some type of structure or discipline because they feel they may pursue a military career and they want to get that environment of what it's like to be a part of an organization such as Army, Navy, Air Force, or Marine.
My dad was in the military, and I'm going to join the military when I get out of high school. I'm hoping to go to the Air Force Academy. So I decided to join ROTC because it looked like something fun and it looked like it would get me ready for it.
I was really looking for something that was a military pathway.
you know, a military pathway. I've always wanted to do something. Everyone said that, you know, hey Charles, you've got that discipline and such, and you know, this is what brought me here.
Knowing that I can contribute to helping a young student decide on what career path they want to pursue. When they do something, they can succeed in it, as well as get their college education and other training at the same time.
I typically don't get too many underclassmen like freshmen and sophomores, but I have had some of those in the past. I love them. Usually they come in here interested in the medical field, and or they're not sure if they're interested in the medical field.
I really enjoy helping others, and I knew that the healthcare field would be best for me.
Well, as from a young age, I've always wanted to go in the medical field, and so just ever since then I've been focused on that and dedicated to that.
The CTAE program here at Greenbrier is important because I think that the students need to have a general idea of what's out there, what careers are out there, what choices they have when they graduate from high school.
They are very helpful, and it's really helped me, and like it shows you and gives you the experience that you need.
Typically, the student that's going to come into the intro class is going to be a student that is interested in cooking.
I really want to know how to cook so I can be able to do it for myself and just be independent.
Students that stick with it, many of them find that they want to go into a culinary career path. So it's kind of neat to watch them evolve in the program.
It's really hands-on with real-world stuff that you'll actually use.
Cooking is chemistry, so they're learning a lot of science behind food. They're learning a lot of the math behind cooking. So it's kind of neat for them to make those connections. And then some of them realize, hey, I could make a career out of this.
Students who sign up as freshmen in the intro course are usually people who like to work with their hands, who are looking for something that allows them to be creative.
I've always thought I was pretty good at math, so ever since middle school I wanted to go into architecture, so I decided to take the class my sophomore year. But going on this year, I haven't been as interested in architecture as I'm leaning toward engineering as a degree.
Architecture was just another way for me to get into it and then hopefully get into the career of it.
They start out the year, I think, probably sorry that they took it because it's a lot of scale and measurement and hand drafting on the boards. But then when they get introduced to AutoCAD and 3D modeling, you can see them start to fall in love with it. They start to really enjoy the class once they get to start working with the modeling programs and getting to build things.
It helped me figure out what I wanted to do as a career instead of just as a class.
Live your passion. Follow your pathway. Find your purpose. Enroll in career, technical, and agricultural education. CTAE makes the future a reality.